Welcome back to Whispering Darks, where we delve into the chilling corners of the unknown. Tonight, we unravel a tale whispered in hushed tones, a story of shadows, blood, and a price far steeper than gold. A story of the Tariff of Shadows. Imagine, if you will, a remote village nestled deep within the Carpathian Mountains. A place where the sun seems to shy away, and the whispers of the wind carry tales of creatures that stalk the night. For generations, the villagers of Borgo Pass lived in fear, not of wolves or bears, but of something far more sinister: vampires. But these weren't your typical Hollywood-style vampires. These were beings of ancient power, bound by a strict, almost bureaucratic code. They didn't just snatch victims from their beds. Oh no, they demanded a tariff. Every month, under the pale glow of the full moon, the villagers would leave offerings at the crossroads: livestock, grains, even precious handcrafted items. A payment to appease the creatures of the night, a tariff for their protection. Protection, you might ask? From what? Well, the vampires claimed they protected the village from worse things. Things that lurked in the deepest, darkest corners of the mountains. Things that even they feared. For a time, the system worked. The villagers lived in uneasy peace, their lives dictated by the lunar cycle and the demands of the night. But peace, as they say, is a fragile thing. One year, a terrible blight struck the land. The crops withered, the livestock perished, and famine gripped Borgo Pass. The villagers had nothing left to offer. Desperation gnawed at their hearts. And the vampires, they still demanded their due. Anya, a young woman known for her courage and quick wit, stepped forward. She proposed a daring plan. Instead of material goods, they would offer stories. Tales of bravery, of love, of loss, of hope. Stories that would entertain the vampires, satisfy their hunger for something more. The vampires, intrigued by this novel offering, agreed. And so, every month, under the watchful eyes of the moon, the villagers would gather and tell their stories. Some were funny, some were tragic, but all were filled with the raw emotion of human experience. The vampires, creatures of immense age and hidden depths, found themselves captivated. They were no longer just demanding a tariff. They were becoming an audience. They began to understand the complexities of human life, the delicate balance between light and darkness. And slowly, subtly, the tariff began to change. It was no longer about fear, but about connection. The vampires, through the stories, began to feel something akin to empathy. The ending of this tale, my friends, is not written in stone. Did the villagers and the vampires find a way to coexist? Did the tariff evolve into something else entirely? That, dear listeners, is for you to imagine. But remember this: even in the darkest of nights, even in the presence of the most fearsome creatures, the power of stories can illuminate the shadows and bridge the divide between worlds. What stories do you have to tell? Share them with us in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe for more chilling tales from the Whispering Darks.